So good afternoon everybody, it's from Jayashree. I'm going to take analog and digital ICs under the unit of number system and logic gates, encoder. Okay, this is what encoder. So encoder is nothing but the circuit performs the inverse operation of the decoder. That is what encoder. It's having the 2 power n input lines and n output lines. This is what here D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. Okay, this is what 8 input lines and 3 output lines. Okay, so 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So here if D1 is 1, that is D0 is 1, the outputs are X, Y, Z are 0. Okay, if D1 is 1, the outputs X, Y, Z is 1 because this 1 indicates 0, 0, 1. Okay, so I will repeat this. The input lines start from D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7 and the output lines are 3 output lines. So here this 1 indicates the outputs are 0. Okay, D0, and D1 indicates the input is 1. That is input D1 is 1. The outputs are 0, 0, 1. And the output is D2. That is input is D2. The output is 0, 1, 0. If the input is D2, the output is 0, 1, 0. Okay, that is what 421 code. It represents 0, 1, 0. Okay. If the input D3 is 1, so we get the output as 0, 1, 1. That is what here 4 plus 2 plus 1. That is 2 plus 1 is what 3. Okay. If the input is D4, the output is 1, 0, 0. That is 4. Okay. If the input is D5, the output is 0, 1, 0. That is 1, 0, 1. The 5 indicates 4 plus 1 is what 5. Okay. If the input is D6, okay, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, the output is D6. Okay, 4 plus 2, 6. If the input is D7, the output is D7. Okay, all the bits are 1. That is what the encoder truth table circuits. Here the 2 power n indicates, for example, if the 2 power n number of inputs, n in 3 outputs and 2 power 3 is nothing but 8 outputs. Okay, only one input can be activated at any given time. An extra work may be required to distinguish the case. D0 is equal to 1 and all the inputs are 0. Okay. Next one is what encoder circuit. So this is what the block diagram of this encoder circuit. A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7 are the 8 input lines and 3 output lines. Okay. So the BCD stands for a binary coded decimal. The binary coded number is a 4-bit binary group that represents one of the 10 decimal digits 0 through 9. Okay. This is what the encoder circuit. D0, D1, D2, D3, D5, D6, D7, and here this D0 contains no values, right? Because for the value of A from the truth table we have to identify. In the first column we need to identify what is the output will come. D4, D5, D6, D7, right? That is what here is drawn. D4, D5, D6, D7. Okay. And similarly, when considering the second column, what is the output will come? D2, D3, D6, D7. D2, D3, D6, D7. Okay. And what about the third case? D1, D3, D5, D7. Okay. This is what the encoder circuit. Okay. So from the truth table we draw the encoder circuit like this. It is what the 8 input lines. It starts from D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7 and 3 output lines, namely A, B, C. According to this truth table, this circuit is drawn. Okay. So D4, D5, D6, D7. Okay. So here in this column, in this truth table, the first column represents 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And here the second column represents 2, 3, 6, 7. Right. This is what? 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay. And third one represents what? 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. That is what here. Okay. So I will repeat this encoder. So encoder is a inverse operation of decoder. It has 2 power n input lines and n output lines. The output lines generate the binary code of the input positions. Only one input can be activated at any given time. An extra output may be required to distinguish the cases, that is D0 is equal to 1 and all the inputs are 0. So thank you all.